light. Lady Prime screams through the still of the night. Fanboy Prime's lost in panels and frames. Marriage held hostage by their comic book games. Ink-stained pages they're tearing apart. Superhero love, but a villainous heart. Foxes and speech bubbles fill up their world. Justice gets deaf when the punches are hurled. Comic book council in a desperate plea. Lady Prime's crying, fanboy can't see. Heroes ain't saving the lives they once knew. Ink's all they've written while love faded blue.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Trev called it marriage counseling with the Primes. I think that's fitting. But I'm not going to make everybody wait too long because I know why everybody's here, or at least watching the replay. Madam, what's up?
What? Oh, hi. I didn't know we were doing it this early in the morning. Otherwise, I would have got, dressed up.
You would have gotten dressed up. Wait, you're saying this is
nightwear for me.
I was about to say that. That's fantastic.
Some people like PJs. I like cosplays.
Fantastic nightwear. I will say that for sure. I'm going to highlight this comment for a second because I know Mike works on the morning now. Stopping by to say hi, but working. I'll be here for a second. Good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing well. I know he changed jobs, changed gigs, so good for you, Mike. And hope everything's on the up and up. Lady Fantastic is here. She's yelling, "Hey, madam!"
Hey, girl! Thanks for showing up for me, girl.
She says I made it in all capitals because it's quite early in the morning. So let me just once again put this out there why we do it so early in the morning. This is me and Lady Prime, do the show. Originally it was Neil and I, and we were trying to fit in a slot. Brian had the Breakfast with Brian, and so we kind of were a lead-in show to that. But it was convenient because once this is done, I can listen to YouTube throughout the day, but we have family time because I work overnights. And so now I have the weekend available. And we've been putting in a lot of family time as far as expenses. So we got to slow that down. Now we got to do some family. Hey, we're at home. Let's do some family chore time.
Do you know what's really cheap?
That you can a trip to the park?
I like hiking. Hiking is fun.
There's nowhere to hike here for us. We'd have to drive a little bit. There were some good hiking trails in San Antonio. You're not ready to make your debut yet?
No, I am. Sorry.
You put your face on?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself because I was gonna buy the whole get up, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start off with the wig, which is really good wig too. It's not. Yeah. Like when I took it out of the bag, I said, this is really good. So I was like, this might be one of my Halloween costumes this year.
I think you might have a similar wig, actually, because I love mine too. It's very shiny and curly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's more like,
you have a little
what would you call this? Like very 80s, very early.
Put your hair down. Put your hair
down.
Yeah. Put that out and you can really get it up there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Madam was first, and she says, "Good morning, beautifuls." Wellbore was here at some point. Wellbore, I thought the Oilers were going to blow the finals. They were down 3-0. Not watching the games, but just checking in on the scores. And then I see that they won in overtime to tie the series up. So fantastic. I know last year was a little bit of a heartbreak to come back from 0-3 to tie it at 3-3 and then to lose the last game. Troy's Reviews is here. Good morning, Troy. Why are my clicking?
Troy.
My clickers aren't working. There we go. Good morning, Troy. Good to see you. Dave, Just Your Average Geeks. Good morning, good sir. You guys are doing well. Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector. Good morning, Manny.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Manny with some fantastic artwork throughout the week. Did some Friday the 13th artwork yesterday.
Ooh. Did you know, fun fact, my dad was born on Friday the 13th, and my mother was born on Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yesterday, matter of fact, was my mom and my brother's birthday.
That's fine. Big day for you guys.
So I get to knock 2 out in one day. So
Your mom was going to go to the Shakira concert last
I
night.
go see Shakira in San Antonio, but she canceled. Shakira canceled her concert.
So yeah,
She drove all the way from El Paso.
10-hour drive. Yeah,
10-hour drive
10-hour drive depending on who you're with.
to go to San Antonio to go see her for her birthday. Yeah.
Well, she'll just have to go for another holiday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Scrolling down. Lady Fantastic. I usually don't get up this early. Usually this is when I'm getting off of work, so I keep these hours.
And he was already loud. It was like 4 in the morning, and he was having a conversation with me, and I'm like, "Why are you yelling? I'm right here. I can hear you. Like, who are you yelling at?"
I'm old. I have bad ears, so I think I'm talking softly.
No.
I feel like it says, okay, now first of all, Lady Fantastic's here. I directly messaged her. Thank you for showing up for me, honey. I feel though as though this layout isn't really doing us any justice. I think I should be on the other side of Fanboy Prime. That way we can have a Fanboy Prime sandwich.
I did tell Trev that I was going to sit on the show. I did tell Trev I was going to sit on the show between you guys with a smile on my face. That's funny. That does work out. Super Russ 9000. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Doing well, Russ. Let's see. Even Mike says, been here this early for I don't remember how long here at Fanboy Central. Thank you, Mike. You really have. One of my very first live streams that I ever did, it was like randomly on a Monday, showing some wrestling figures and just like unannounced. And Mike sat with me through the whole thing. It was pretty cool. I want to say that's when mine and Mike's YouTube friendship began. Like I interacted with him before that, but just sat through that stream and had very few viewers once again early in the channel. And it was pretty cool hanging out with Mike that day. So thank you, Mike. Wellbore says twinsies.
We are. Twinsies.
Let's continue. A double row.
And I like the jacket. I would wear it on it every day.
Every day jacket. Like for real?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a crop one though, you know, if you like crop jackets. Yeah. But it does have the X-Men emblem on it. So.
Nice. The only issue with us like dressing up is even like Halloween, it's still hot. It's like you sweat hot. Like she went out in her Gremlin outfit, the Greta Gremlin from Gremlins 2.
Okay.
She dressed up for Halloween, but we were outdoors, and so like I could see her sweating through the face paint. But yeah, she'll suffer for her costumes.
You have to sacrifice for the look sometimes. And at least you're not in Wisconsin. Or in Wisconsin, it's Halloween. You're wearing a jacket over your costume, so it sucks.
You're covering your costume.
There has to be that happy medium, but it never is. It never is.
Tim, good morning, good sir. Hope you're doing well.
Trev's here.
Let's see. Go down. I'm behind on the chat.
What did Robin say?
Robin. She says, I mean, hi, fanboy, because last week, or it was 2 weeks ago the last time.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, but I like this. I woke up. I love it. I woke up.
Congratulations.
2 rows, so this is what love feels like. I had to highlight that comment. Robin says, I mean, hi, fanboy. I should have convinced Robin to be on this stream, too, because I know she would dress up.
Yes.
Neil was born on Friday the 13th, too. That's cool. That is good.
To Will too, because Will is a big Rogue fan.
Oh yeah, he did directly message me, letting me know that this was going to be his favorite episode. He was hoping he could watch it. Wellborn needed defibrillator finals. Really? Has it been 3 games went into overtime? I know game 3 was a blowout. So continuing through.
Are you guys talking about basketball games?
The hockey finals, the Stanley Cup finals. The basketball finals are going on as well, and I know it's been a good finals too. Lady Fantastic, Madam gives me the early morning calls.
I'm an early bird. Sorry, I don't sleep well.
I don't sleep well either, but my sleeping is I'm not what's my issue? Well, because I work overnight, so it's hard to sleep during the day anyways. And
You're
then
a light sleeper, I bet.
I'm a light sleeper. Everything wakes me up.
Yeah. And then once I'm up, I'm like up. I can't like be like, oh, I'm going back to sleep. It doesn't work like that.
Because then if I try to go back to sleep, then I just wake up. I wake up tired, so I might as well just get.
Mike says he remembers that. That's cool. Robin says, I think Trev and Madam should be on together so Lady has someone to look at too.
Right?
But who would really be looking at Trev more though? Madam?
You.
You?
Probably you. With your Trev shirt on.
The counseling session can begin. Good morning, Trev. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Trev, have you been getting all the rain we've been getting down here in South in Texas? I know
it's been flooded down there, right?
Yeah, well, like a little north of San Antonio, the I-35 was just flooded. All the drivers that would come into my store as I'm unloading, they're like, "Oh man," because some of them go back up to now I can't think. Some of them go back up to Temple, a little higher in Texas, and they're like, "Man, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get around the flooding and whatnot."
It was crazy when I was hearing that people died because. You didn't read the news?
Here in town?
No, in San Antonio. Okay. No, not here in San Antonio. San Antonio is not too far.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours north. Yeah. That's our old stomping grounds. And so, yeah. And even there were certain parts where I would live kind of close to on Warsbach, and I can't remember somewhere on Warsbach. Even when it was like a decent rain, it would flood, and that was some heavy stuff the past couple of days. It's supposed to be raining today, but we'll see. It didn't really do it yesterday, so we'll see. That's fantastic. Let's see. Hey, Cat Fan Comics Man, good to see you, sir.
Good morning.
My apologies, Cat Fan. It's so hard for me to catch the premieres lately. I have to go back and watch the replays, and I don't always comment. So my apologies, Cat Fan, but keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
always enjoy.
I try to catch Cat Fan, and when I do catch him, I'm happy. And when I don't, I try to go back and leave a message or something saying,
Always a cool toy. I always like when he shows a toy I haven't ever heard of or seen. I always like to watch the episodes when it's a book I haven't read, so I get to hear the story.
And he'll play it while we're in the truck.
Yes, I will.
He'll play it, so
nice.
We get to spawn together and listening to Cat Fan.
And it's when he does the ads that always crack me up. I appreciate the morning Madam teleconferences. Well, there you go. Fantastic. That's fantastic.
I everybody, as soon as I'm awake, then I'm just like, who else can I awake?
Everyone. If I'm awake, everybody's awake.
That's right. It's my world. I'm living in it.
Evil Mike says, month and a half straight. Every day it's rained. I take a job working outside, and it rains every day. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay, so Trev did say, he said, yes, we set a yearly record rain last month. That's crazy. I'm fully expecting, of course, I've said this the last 2 years, that we are finally going to have another hurricane roll through our area. We're due. We haven't had one since Harvey, which was 8 years ago. So, but usually we're spared of a lot of the the wind damage. Usually we just get heavy rains, which we needed in our area. I did. Fanboy Prime missed an opportunity to cosplay Gambits. I did miss that opportunity.
I was wondering, I wonder maybe there'd be Gambit coming out, but I did not account on Lady coming out as Rogue. And by the way, I think you should get the rest of the costume for Halloween.
Yeah, that would be a good buddy costume, man. But I want 90s Gambit.
Oh, and we can have Ollie dress up as Professor X. We have the extra wheelchair.
Oh, highly insensitive.
No, I don't.
Fantastic.
I just said we happen to have an extra wheelchair.
Before my grandmother passed, like the last few years of her life, she would have the wheelchair there at the house. And
she never used it. She never used it.
There's video of her pushing Ollie while he's a baby in the wheelchair. He loved to play on the wheelchair. She used it the last year because she was in the wheelchair for Thanksgiving. She used it a little bit then. But
one time she used it because she refused to believe that she was old.
Yeah,
she didn't want to use a walker. She didn't want to use a wheelchair. So you would just have what should take only like a few seconds to get outside would take 20 minutes because she just.
How old was she at that point?
Let's see. She passed away at 94. So 93, she was still going strong.
God damn, good for her. That's a long run.
She turned 94 this past Halloween. She was a Halloween baby as well. She hated being a Halloween baby, though. Yeah. She did not like it. She had some Catholic backgrounds, and so she felt it was like evil being born on that.
To be born on.
She would deny it. Well, I don't know if she denied it or if she forgot. She had to be reminded, in later years that she was born on Halloween. Robin, that's quite all right. Sorry, I went to the bathroom. That's okay.
And I love Troy's review. Say something about he has Gambit's monologue in his head now.
Let's see.
Can you do his accent?
Channing Tatum.
Great. I've got Gambit monologue in my head from Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know that anybody can do Channing Tatum accent from Deadpool and Wolverine. Wellbore says, need the rain for the long tube. I'm sorry, madam?
I'd have to really work on that one. Yeah. I'd have to get some reviewing of that slang.
Wellbore says brown grass is not pretty. Here we're under water restrictions, so they won't even let you water your grass here. It's just so the resource where we get our water from is so low right now. So Lady Fantastic said it's been raining like crazy here in Tennessee too. Man, a lot.
Yes, I saw Lady Fantastic. I thought Tennessee is going to be hit with a bunch of stuff today, I think, too, actually.
Mike bought rain gear, so it's not so bad, but dang.
Well, I've been sunning, on my balcony like for the past week. That's what I've been doing.
You're in like Arizona, right? In that area?
Yeah.
So you got it's what, sunny and dry?
It's sunny, dry, and I think the high was like 106 yesterday.
Oh man.
See, I could deal with dry.
You don't like the humidity?
Yes.
So
there's a big difference between Florida hot and Arizona hot.
I agree.
You can breathe in Arizona hot. Arizona hot is like a convection oven, and Florida hot is like a sauna.
Mm-hmm. See, like when I went outside at 4 a.m, like you said, I went outside 4 a.m, and because it rained yesterday, the humidity hit me. I mean, as soon as I opened the door, walked into it, it's like, oh, like even when we got off the plane coming back from California,
we knew we were back.
We were back in Texas. Like, I mean, literally stepped off the plane into that like hallway, and I could just feel the Texas heat. I was like, oh man. And then getting into the air, the humidity, like, yeah, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. That's what they always say in Texas. Hopefully things will start to clear up for you, Mike. Yes, definitely. Trev says I should have been Magneto. That's true. And then I could have Ollie yelling in the background, remember me, or whatever it was. Great. I got the Gambit monologue in my head. Troy's reviews. Trev and I are only 300 miles apart, it seems. There you go. Yeah, right. Oklahoma and North Texas. That's right. Fanboy could do a Channing Tatum Gambit broke version. Robin likes my grandma style. Yes, so did I. She fought to the end for sure.
She did.
Yeah. That's tenacity is impressive.
Another one that can't believe I didn't dress up as Gambit. Yes, definitely a missed opportunity. Oh man, do you have a trench coat? Yeah, Lady Prime, I can borrow hers.
All you really needed was some navy blue face paint.
But yes, yeah.
Had you not cut your hair, you could have been Beast.
That's true. Yeah. But Gambit is tied with robes. So.
I know.
Trev says Texas heat is muggy, but just wait 10 minutes, it'll change. That's true. It's crazy. Coming out of winter, we'd have what felt like 100-degree days. It may not have been 100, it may have been close to 90, but then we'd have freezing temperatures just 12 hours later. It was crazy. Humidity differential is massive. Yeah.
And then the mosquitoes are.
Yeah, they're out and about. Florida is swamp and Arizona is desert. Yeah, I forgot how much of the United States is desert until we were flying over the desert area. Of course, a lot of even California.
Western part of the United States.
Yeah, and we were flying over, and I'm like, oh, it's just all red and browns and yellows there, like no green or very little.
And that's what I found. Like like my native children, they all think like, oh, I want to go someplace where it's green. It's so brown here. They think it's ugly. But I came from Wisconsin where all it was green and mosquito-y and humid. And then I came to Arizona and I was like, this is beautiful.
I like visiting El Paso and going that way through Arizona, New Mexico, Vegas, when the yards are like brown. Rocks, I don't have to mow. Like it looks nice. It actually does look nice. Yeah. What's up, the Collector P? I saw a TCP posting some pictures of a con or show he went to. That was cool to see that.
Yes.
Some very, very talented women in some of the photos that
they have very big talents. Huge talent.
It matters.
Yeah.
Catherine says we were at 100% humidity for about 7 days. It sucked. It lives on a lake. To make things worse, it's like walking into a wall of water going outside. That's true. Lady Fantastic says that sounds like Tennessee Cafe. We're usually around 60-70% humidity during the summer. Man, that's brutal.
Yeah. I forgot what part George was living in Tennessee.
George was close to Vanderbilt, the school.
That's right. You're right.
Oh, isn't that funny? What George are you talking about?
Her brother.
My brother, but he moved back to Texas.
Oh, okay.
He was in Tennessee for, man.
I think I know someone close to that area, but I was
Mike says, great thing here, no humidity, but afternoon sun does feel like it's on your neck, mile up and all. Oh, that's true. That's right. Closer to the sun. A deck of naked girl cards would have worked. I could have just been doing card tricks the whole time, acting like Gambit.
Come here. Okay.
Well, madam, you picked Rogue. I have to say, finding Rogue covers was not easy. Given that we're not close to a comic book store, or that it takes us an hour. I know she's got the Savage Land series going on, so it should have been easy. But the shop we normally go to was doing their 4-year anniversary sale. We had my brother's kids with us, or at least the 2 boys. So we had three boys with us, and we're like approaching the comic book shop, and there were just so many cars out there. There.
In my head, I just thought maybe there's just a lot of cars and not a lot of people in there. Well, opened the door, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to get through. I'm going to have a panic attack. Like, it's too congested for me. So I was like, sorry, guys.
That's another thing about my old age.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, like I do not like crowds. Like, I don't.
And I'm petite. And if you're petite, you can't see over people's heads. And that makes you even more claustrophobic, thinking you're going to get trampled because people don't see you.
Right.
That's happened to me. Has happened to me.
So it was hard to find Rogue covers because the shop I normally go to was crowded, so we didn't get to go that day. So we went to another shop in town. They don't have as big a space, so they don't take as many new books, and what they have usually sells pretty quick. So I do have one of the new Rogue book covers, but their back issue bins were terrible. So I had to go to Half Price Books. I was able to find a few Rogue covers there. Not great, but she's on the cover, so I'll be able to participate. Lady Prime,
I found some at not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, after the stream. We went to a traveling comic book shop, and I happened to get lucky.
Well, she was smart because you said that stream, hey, let's do a Rogue cover challenge. And so she went and started buying Rogue and Vampirella covers.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
What I normally do. And so I paid for it. By not being Lady Fantastic agrees. Yeah, as I've gotten older, large groups of people become less and less appealing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm entering to my homebody stage. I'm not sure.
Loud noises, certain loud people.
I'm growing hair in my ears now, so I can't hear as well. So I think I'm talking quieter.
Your husband scared the crap out of me when I saw me on screen, even.
And all I said was, "Hey, good morning." Or hey, what's up?
Hear his tone, so I'm like, why are you yelling at me? He's like, I'm not yelling at you. And I'm like, you're yelling at me.
Dante's game room. What's up, Dante? Dante, I haven't done a good job of being on YouTube as much as I normally am. Are we still tag team champions with your son? Are Dante being a professional wrestler, posts some wrestling content. He posts some art content, shows off art supplies. Got himself. Did you get yourself a new guitar, Dante? I know you've been playing some on your channel, so always fun to be able to check out Dante. But yes, being a professional wrestler, was a tag team champion with his son, so that's cool. Lady Fantastic, I know my wife hates it, but enjoy my own company the most. Social gatherings drain my energy.
Yes, that does happen.
You're an introvert. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, going on vacation with your coworkers. I was like dreading it so bad. Like flying in the plane was enough of a fear, but being around people that I don't know on an everyday basis, I was kind of, I was dreading that a little bit. Lady Prime got lucky, yay, at the comic book shop.
And I ordered some off of eBay, so.
That's true. I ordered one off of eBay, and there was some mail mishaps, and so I did not get it in the mail in time, but I'll have to show it in a future cover challenge. Okay. I don't have any Rogue covers myself. She is one of my least liked comic book characters. Ooh.
I didn't diss Rogue. I know. I'm hurt too, lady. I'm hurt too.
I know why you like her. Madam, how did Rogue become a favorite?
I tell you, well, I wouldn't say a favorite. I'll say she's one I didn't have before.
Okay.
Okay, so she's one I didn't have and one I resisted because I didn't think she was sexy enough.
Oh, all right. Gotcha.
I thought she was always too covered up, and I didn't really know her story or anything. You know, I just know, like, if you touch her, you should change your power.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really know much about her. But it was because I didn't have her. I was like, I'll just go ahead and order that. I know there are some Rogue fans out there, so I thought I'd wear this to Heroes too.
There's a whole bunch of Rogue fans out there. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because of why did you become a Rogue fan?
See, I liked Rogue. I was a tomboy all my life, and so I wasn't a girly girl. So when I saw Rogue and she has this raspy voice.
So that what you're saying though is the 90s animated series.
The 90s for sure. Because me and my brother would come home every day after school and X-Men would play. And I was, you know, I'm an 80s kid, even though I was born 88 at the very tail end of it. But like I bleed the 80s. Big hair, just
because
your mom, personality.
Your mom worked in the field that big hair and
lace bows in your hair and
like so you know I inhaled too much hairspray as a kid. So a lot of that influenced me, and then hearing her, and then because she has that raspy voice, I love it. Storm, that was like my second favorite. She was my second favorite, but yeah, I thought they were just cool. I was like, I want to be that.
Dante says, yes, we did defend them on the 28th. And yes, I just bought a guitar. Sorry if you had to hear me sing. No, man. So my singing and guitar playing strictly limited to my own songs. I can try to play other people's stuff, but my own music is where I excel. The closer I get to 50, the more gray hairs I find on my face. And so I've been shaving more lately. It's going to be depressing on August 5th. On my birthday, I will be 50.
Awesome. You made it to 50. You should be so happy.
That's right.
Not everyone gets to make it to 50.
Catman also says she's covered up, but you can see every wrinkle and side boob ball. She's quite sexy.
Not me either.
Collector P says, oh, come on. There we go. I love Rogue. She has a really tragic and interesting story. Sexy too. Yeah, I was going to say, when you said not sexy enough, I would disagree. I think a lot of people think she's sexy. I think because she's covered up, of course, the tight outfit. Also, I found out, like, I don't like the newer outfits they put her in. Give me the 90s outfit, the yellow and green. Yeah. It's good stuff.
The Green Bay Packer colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So attractive together.
And then I like women who have raspy voices. Like Janis Joplin, like Joan Jett, like I'm not even.
Yes.
Like I'm not even lying. Like I smoke cigarettes so that I could get that raspy voice.
She not anymore.
I did for years because I so badly wanted to have a raspy voice. So whenever my voice gets hoarse, I'm like, yes, I sound so cool.
The Apocalypse Meme Rogue will continue to mint new Rogue fans. Yes, absolutely. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't even know. Well, maybe I'll remember later. But alrighty.
You prefer her in the you prefer the old Rogue.
Yes, definitely. The Green Bay Packers Rogue, yes, for sure. The Wisconsin roots definitely was able to bring that out real quickly.
I'm sorry. I am an owner of the Green Bay Packers, so I had to.
Oh, are you really?
Of course.
That's awesome.
Not really.
Oh,
In her heart.
I thought you were a shareholder.
I am a shareholder. I have a share.
Oh, you mean it's not awesome when I say that's awesome? You said not really.
It was a present from my ex, and I opened it up. And I was like, "Hey!"
You weren't expecting that.
Oh, I just think it's cool to say that. Not every NFL fan can say that, or a lot.
That's true. I guess.
That's why I think it's cool. But I can get why you wouldn't have liked it at the time. Like,
I know. What do I do with this?
This is an investment deal. What is it? Like this
was a marquee date. Why are you? Lady Fantastic owns Brett Favre, so there.
Oh yes, so does a lot of people.
All right.
All right, are you ready?
How do we want to do this? Who wants to go first?
Travis is getting anxious. He's got to get to Whataburger, I think, today early. Hungry.
All right. Who wants to go first? And the only reason I say this is because if we're worried we're going to show the same covers, if there's anything, or do y'all want me to go first? I don't mind going first.
Why don't you go first? I don't care.
All righty. That's good because I wanted to show this because I'm worried that this is one you may have.
Okay, probably do.
This is Rogue, the Savage Land #5.
Oh shit. We're all gonna have the same covers.
So it's variant cover on it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna blow the screen up just for the comic showing, but I found this.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my that one was in my reject pile.
Oh, okay, cool. Like I said, they had 2 covers, and the other one was not nearly as good. And I was like, okay, well, they're bound to have some in their back issue bin. They did not.
Yeah,
I
was also looking for back issue bin issues, and they were like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah. So,
and I found a lot of Rogue Savage Land at the traveling book. I didn't pick up any because I was looking for particular.
You wanted
Rogue.
90s.
I wanted the older stuff, earlier stuff. But yeah, I did see a lot of those.
Trev says the best JSC cover of the run. J. Scott Campbell.
So? That one's the best one, you think?
That's what he says.
No.
Trev is in the drive-through holding up traffic.
Coffee.
Can I trade this on a droid? That's what I would have asked. Well, there you go. X-Men 24. Oh yeah, X-Men 24 is what she wanted. And that's the thing. I couldn't find any of the X-Men 90s run. I was looking for you were looking for the Rogue Gambit Kiss.
I was, and I thought you had it. I was hoping that I could beat you.
I did not have that one. No,
you didn't. But I was thinking of probably Trev's post.
Yes, he probably had that during the Kiss cover challenge, or posting it for the Kiss covers. There was also, I ordered an Uncanny X-Men issue, and that's what did not come through the mail. Yes, it's the Rogue Gambit Kiss. Yes, definitely. Would you like Lady Prime to go next?
Lady Prime, please be my guest.
We're gonna go with.
Ooh, a nice old school Rogue.
So you were stoked to find the miniseries. Is this the one you picked up at the Traveling Comic Book Show?
No, this wasn't the initial one.
That is awesome.
So okay, so you picked up
eBay.
I was going to say because you picked up one issue from that 40-issue miniseries, and then you went to eBay to purchase the full run of the miniseries.
Yeah.
Cool. I also like your nails, lady.
Thank you.
Trev says he does have 6 of those copies of the Rogue Gambit Kiss cover. Yeah. Lady Fantastic has 1 or 2.
Looks like we're going to Trev's house.
I like the Battleground cover.
The Battleground cover is nice.
Yeah.
I like the prominence of her white hair in the middle.
I do.
You know? Yeah. It's like a big
mop. I'll be surprised if I show up in the next couple of weeks and
with your hair done like that.
With my hair done like this.
Who is Stacey London? Is that who it is?
Yes.
I've always liked that little streak in her hair.
Somebody tried to pull out one of my gray hairs at work, and I said, "No, leave it. Let it be. I like them. I don't mind them."
I don't pull out any gray hair. I'm like, I need every freaking hair I can get. Like, please stay.
That is a good cover. X-Men 28. I used to have that one. Jean versus Sabretooth. It's a white background cover. Yes, she's right. Yeah. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, not
Jean from Bob's
Bob
Burgers.
Burgers.
Ollie likes Bob's Burgers entirely too much.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Cover reveal for round
What do we
one.
got?
Already like the dinosaur. That's
I did see that one.
okay.
What?
Because of the where the S is lat. See how the S
It
there's
looks
little,
like a
little black triangle
A
there?
nip slip.
It does look like a nip slip.
It does look like just a little.
No, not you, the cover.
There is a little nip. It does look a little nippy there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I can see it now.
That's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Little nip.
Because
Little wardrobe malfunction. Never hurt anybody's career.
was, the way the glare was, you couldn't see like the top. It almost looked like her skin tone.
Oh yeah, like her bra just fell down.
So then you see the triangle, and you're like, "Oh, hey, that's an explicit cover there." What issue number is that?
This one is Marvel 3 variant,
Okay.
and I love how it has this little newsstand thing canted down here. It's not usually,
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's more.
it's more on the side.
Troy's not having the '90s book. He says it's a toss-up between Madam and Fanboy.
Oh.
He is into the modern covers.
Okay, should we show the covers?
Yeah, we'll show it and we'll let everybody.
Vote. I feel like Lady Prime doesn't have enough room. Like you guys should be bigger.
There you go. You're battling your glare.
Yeah, I took them all out of the bag so I could
Yeah.
have not glare issue.
No one wore the ripped, barely on Savage Lounge outfit. I don't know what he's talking about.
Everyone look at my rogue's nipple. Everyone look at my rogue's nipple.
You could have done
That's
that.
the costume I should have had, Trev. I thought he was making a comment on the comics, not on the cosplay. Let's see. Collector P took Fanboy Prime. Trev took Fanboy Prime. Dave is taking Madam. Wellbore is taking Madam. Neil is taking Fanboy. Good morning, Neil. Hope you're doing well.
Good morning, Neil.
Is taking Madam. Cat Fan. I choose Fanboy with the kitty. There we go.
Who said that?
Cat Fan.
I thought you said Neil. I was all what?
Dante's Game Room is taking Fanboy because I'm a cat guy. Well, there we go. Super Russ, Lady Prime. I like the 90s look.
My arch enemy.
The Super Russ. Trev says it's 3-4-1. I'm assuming I'm the 4 because it's in the middle. We'll see if we got any other voters coming in.
Another one for Lady Prime.
3-4-2. I'm sorry, 3-4-2.
Yeah. I think you're right on that. Please just put a name. Trev's not in it for today, okay? He's not having it today. He's not in the mood today, guys.
It's because he hasn't had his Whataburger yet. That's why. Once he's fed, he's okay.
Somebody DoorDash Trevor Whataburger steak.
I'm gonna have to go through all the streams and put a collection of Trev's comments on just put a name.
And then put the people highlight who didn't do it.
Shame.
The Whataburger from. I'm gonna call it because no one else has voted. I think I've took round one. This could probably be someone needs a. Trev's not Trev when he's hungry. Brian's in here. Do we want Brian to vote on round one?
No, when he's yelling, he's Trey. When he's fed, he's Trev.
Good morning, Mr. LCS. Hope you're doing well, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian is started, or the
I didn't want to stick out heroes. I just want you to know that. Yeah.
the nomination period has started for the comic book community awards. Please do not nominate this channel. I have not done anything this year to warrant your nomination. Please. Like I feel like I've done terrible as far as being a community member this year.
It's been a crazy year. Why?
Why is it fanboy in costume?
He is. He's an old man.
He refused to put on the navy blue face paint.
I'm Xavier before the shave and the.
See, you could have just done that. Shaved your head and wore a suit.
I could. Oh, come on. Well, all right. Thank you.
Right, it's too late. You've already been nominated.
Well, shout out to whoever nominated me. Thanks. I just, like I said, I feel like I haven't.
Fanboy. I hate to tell you, fanboy. They didn't nominate you.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't even lady.
That's true. That's true.
So.
He's the rogue stalker from Earth 6969.
And I have a bald cap too.
That's true. You do. Man, I could have been Xavier.
I'm so disappointed in you. I can't think for
opportunities.
Collecting ladies. You're right. All right, Lady Prime, you're up first this round.
Because you guys don't appreciate the older stuff. I'll give you guys what you want, and this is the only one I have.
God damn it.
That's a lot of hair, and you like your hair like that, right?
I do.
I feel like it's too much.
No, you can never have too much hair. That's
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mean too much hair in real life. Just look at the art. I feel like it's drawn too much. Like it should have ended right there where the stick's at. I don't know.
He wanted to give her a
For someone who doesn't have a creativity bone in him, shut up.
The only thing I can say about this cover, because I'm holding it because I have one too. The only thing I can say what's wrong with this cover though is her left leg, her leg that's more towards the front. Her thigh is awfully long.
It looks a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Drawing bodies
It should be about right here, right?
hands have always been getting the proportions right has always been difficult.
Jimmy G, what is up? Trev's comment.
What's Trev say?
What did he say? Well, let me see.
Let me see.
There's not restroom. There's not restroom amenities in the Savage Land. So, I'll tell you this: it's probably humid in the Savage Land, so that's why her hair is taking that extra.
Yes, that's why it's kinking up like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like in that. Never mind. The scene of Scary Movie. Do you remember where he like pulls her hands down and then he gets like glasses and he's just in the bush.
He's trimming hedges.
There you go.
I'm not following what you guys are saying. That's scary.
He's talking about Scary Movie.
The Scary Movie. Not.
It's a parody movie.
A parody movie.
Oh, it's like a scary movie, but not scary movie thing.
Yeah.
It's scary where they make fun of Scream. Yeah, there's a
scene.
There's a lawn care scene.
Yeah.
Madam, you were up next.
All right.
So
I'll go up next since you brought out a banger there. I'll bring out something to compete with that. There was a lot of hair in that one.
Sorry, anyone I missed while I was in the tub. Oh. There you go.
I see some cheeks. What?
I was remembering our conversation yesterday.
I don't remember. Oh. I met her. You can see her face cheeks.
Okay, so where is... I don't understand what's going on with her head. Is it turned sideways?
It's turned to the side.
Okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the glare makes it hard to see, but I see it now. Okay. All right.
I like it.
That's her...
Did I mention she's got
that's
a really
her...
nice green bikini on, too.
That's one of her album covers.
She's got legs.
All right, let's see.
She knows how
That's my shot.
I'm going to use this one this week. This is the Marvel must-haves. It's free, but it is a comic. Even though it's more magazine format, it is a comic. And I've got previewing Uncanny Avengers. We got Deadpool, Rogue, Captain America. Don't know the other ones.
Can you single in on Rogue? And the fact you don't know the other ones, I think, is a point against you.
I feel like she's got some Asian.
She looks like she just got like her face tightened.
No. You know who she looks like right there? oh my gosh, what do they call her in Aliens?
Aliens.
She plays a Mexican woman, but she's Jewish.
I don't know her name now. She looks like
She's the stepmom from Terminator 2.
Let's Google her.
Christina Payne, good morning. Oh man, life. The chat's beating me. That's why I don't like laptops. I'm trying to see what someone read.
Janelle Wait.
Brian, are you having a show this morning?
Vasquez. She looks like Vasquez from Aliens.
Who?
In Aliens, the second Alien movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to show?
Oh yes.
I feel like she's got the eyes, not the hair, but the eyes. I feel like looking like that. Catman says, "Who is keeping her panty? Oh, what is keeping her panties up there? Not connected to her waist, anywhere on the side." Doing her Nightwing impression. That's true. And alive. Did Brian say he's got to run?
John's Comics for Kids.
Got to run. Have a great fall, all. Have a good one, Brian.
Brian, do you have a show later today? I was asking.
That cover really sucks, fanboy. I want to vote for you, but you make it difficult. You got to work a little harder, buddy. No. I saw which books were up this round, and I picked my loser book.
He was like, "Oh, don't save the other ones."
All right. That's Vasquez from Aliens. Yes, that's what I think she looked like there. That's why I thought this was an interesting cover. Oh, sorry. But yeah, it's not a good road cover. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, Neil. Question: why did you pick that cover, fanboy? Did you feel like you could not win? I definitely did not feel like I could win this round.
Like, I'm just gonna take a mulligan on this one.
Yes. That, and I don't have many road covers, Neil. It was a fight. It was a fight to try to find them. The shop we normally go to weren't able to buy from their back issue bins, which I'm fairly confident I would have been able to.
We would have been able to find a lot.
Yeah. Especially since he's got a back issue section, which is more higher dollar books, which would have been some of those early X-Men that she would have been on. Probably that Kiss cover was in there. Oh, I see that 0. I'm assuming that's me.
This is a hard one between Lady Prime and I think, though. I think you're either a boob or a butt guy, right? So we're gonna know in the chat.
Yep, we're gonna figure it out.
I'm a what?
A chesticles or
a
buttocks person.
I heard Buckeye. Like Buckeye, but a butt guy. Got you. I'm not even gonna hold mine up. That way I don't confuse the voters. I guess it was decided they're good guys. I think Lady Prime won that one.
Perverts.
Just kidding. No, not enough butt guys out there. That one.
Or they like them bigger than that.
Yeah. It's a decent butt she's got.
Lady Prime will tell you that it is.
It is.
She's like, oh, I like them little like that.
Yeah, you want a little butt. I mean,
I want a little. Not one I've been carrying around for too many years. And Brandon's grandmother thought my butt was fake.
She did. She thought she had a pad on her pants.
She thought you had a Brazilian butt lift or whatever.
She thought I wore butt pads. So she tried to bring it up without saying it right out. She goes, Leah, they sell those pants, right, with the butt pads in them? I was like, oh, yeah, they do. And she goes, have you ever tried them? And I'm like, no. And then she's asking his brother if I had
my dad.
He asked his brother if my butt was real or fake, and he was like, I mean, that as long as I've known her, that's hers. It belongs to her. And my father-in-law, as gracious as he is, never to spare my feelings. He goes, she just has a fat.
He did say that.
That's not the way to say it.
But my father-in-law always has my back.
Robin says, hold the butt next time. Trev says he's a Buckeye fan, so there we go.
I think he did vote for me, so that worked.
Neil says he likes big butts and he cannot lie. Wellbore says Buckeye or Hoosiers. Shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers football team. They had a fantastic season last year. Madam, you were up first this round.
Okay, and I have not even won anything yet. So it looks like so.
My
Gee,
phone's
I
hurting.
suck. All right, I'm gonna try to whip out this one.
The glare. You're fighting the
she's on
glare.
I get the glare. I get the glare. Hold on. Let me get you there.
She on the pterodactyl?
Yeah, she's on the pterodactyl.
I think she's riding that pterodactyl.
I think
so.
you're right.
I think she's having fun riding that pterodactyl.
I've
No.
never seen someone enjoy
A
a ride
pterodactyl?
from
Pterodactyl so much joy.
I'm really
She
enjoying
is. She is saying no hands. Cat fan wants to wear the butt outfit.
it. Look much better in that butt outfit. That's what I got.
That
This
bird is
round.
coming from somewhere. That pterodactyl looks like Rodan, just not as big as Rodan.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna steal a cat fan vote this round, or try to. What's?
Nothing. I want to see what you got. Okay.
I also have Rogue riding something, but this time she's riding
Ooh. I can't even see Rogue. I just see the big tiger.
She's in the outfit that I don't like as much.
I know. I can't even decipher her. She's so. Can you get her closer to the screen even more? Oh,
Sure.
you can kind of see she's Rogue now. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Cat fan, that cover.
What up, Will?
All right, Dante.
Sorry, you couldn't work.
Have a good day, Dante. Wrestlers are showing up. I have to go train them. Have a good show. Who can
Okay.
leave that comment?
I know.
Hey, wrestlers are showing up. I got to go train them, guys. I'll see you later. Yeah. Here's Will. Fanboy, I'll send you pictures of the Rogue PC I have. All righty. Good to see you, Will. Hope you're doing well. Robin gets out magnifying glass. I think it's a pretty fantastic cover, though. I was like, who gets to ride a beast like that?
Yeah, but she's so tiny, it's hard to find her. I'm just throwing shade, so I went,
Those are cat-like people.
Yeah.
Are you trying to disqualify me already?
She's trying to make sure.
This is
She's
Rogue's
too small
Conan
to
cover.
be
We'll say that.
qualification as a Rogue cover.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Who's next?
You're last this round. Time to bust out Robin's magnifying glass to see Rogue on Fanboy Prime's cover. Thanks, Super Russ.
Yeah.
I've been sending Super Russ some Superman comics, but not anymore. He's trying to get me disqualified.
This is what I went with.
Mystique, Rogue.
Oh, what a great cover. Love it.
It's the age of giant mammals. They don't come any smaller, man.
Oh.
Maybe so, Trev.
Is that on
That's a
steroids?
beautiful cover. Beautiful. I'm
Not so much a fan of that outfit, right?
Not the biggest fan, but
If she had a brown jacket on top of it.
I mean, I could get
And
behind
this
it.
brown jacket is very 80s too.
Yes.
Speaking of brown 80s jackets, this one would definitely qualify.
Something about that cover makes me feel dirty.
He says, I have that Rogue in action figure form, Lady Prime.
Lady, I'll have you know, I was such an 80s girl that I had an actual sequin glove.
Nice.
So there's a story that goes around. We grew up with this kid named Pete Turner, my grandmother's house, and then they owned the house behind it, and they rented it to Pete's family. And the story goes that my cousin went over to go play with Pete because he knew there was a little boy there. And he's like, yep, I remember the first day I met Jesse. He showed up knocking on my door to see if I could play with his red Michael Jackson jacket.
That's right. Your
The Beat It jacket.
the Beat It jacket, his
Oh,
cousin.
Dude, man, I want that jacket. Less skin equals ungood minus Madam.
What? Okay.
Oh, you're putting the jacket on?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
While Lady Prime's comic, Rogue kind of looks like Lady Prime's face.
Oh, let me see it again. I gotta see it. But you gotta put her face very close. Got it. I need better glasses.
Oh, there we go.
I don't see it, Robin.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I think you're trying to compliment me, but I don't know how to take compliments. I'm just like,
Lady Prime is prettier. How about that? Don't insult her.
Catfan says something about that cover makes me feel dirty. I'm not sure which cover he's talking about. Madam's,
I think it's Madam's. I think it's mine. I think it's bringing out everyone's bestiality tendencies. Really,
I think so. Don't want to look up.
I might actually win a round. This would be amazing.
Her face is Lady Prime listening to Fanboy Prime complain. That's why she's passed out. I think Madam's taking this round.
Woo!
Very cool.
Thanks, guys. I was really hoping to win like at least one round.
I'm assuming my one vote is from Catfan. I could be wrong.
He did it.
He did. He put it on capitals too. Catfan says Lady Prime due to her hand placement and face. Wait a minute. Now he's changing his vote.
Wait a minute.
All right, so we're all tied up at one. Here's the bad thing about this is that we're gonna have to figure out a stopping point because we don't have that many books.
Oh, we do.
I have one more solid one to show, and then I have some. Let me think. You guys have shown any of these yet? I have a couple you haven't shown yet too.
All right, I'm gonna go with X-Men Legacy since I'm first this round. X-Men Legacy 274. What's that painting that's where they're touching, they're reaching their hands out?
Is it
The creation of Adam on the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo. Yes.
Okay.
Very much like that. Yes.
There you go.
Blasphemous. No, I'm joking.
Well, don't they say the X-Men are children of the atom? So
there you go.
Reference
That's
there.
cool. That's kind of cool. I like I like the use of the circles in the composition.
There you go. Catfan Comics Man, X-Men rock. Oh, Retro Money's here. Hey, what's up, Retro? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
Retro.
See you, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Retro, remember every vote you vote for me, okay? That's what our deal was.
Trev says, great cover. You ready to rock?
Yeah.
All right.
I got mine.
X-Men 97. Okay, so you got your...
Wow, that's a lot going on there. It's hard to tell what's going on. Like, it's a big burst of energy.
So,
or something.
Who's that there in the ground? Is that Jubilee? No, that's
Who is that? No, because Jubilee's over here.
yeah, that's is it Boomer, Boom Boom, something like that? I'm not sure. I don't remember my X-Men characters as much as I should. I do like the art because it looks animation style inside.
It does.
It's all right. Show your cover. It's a cover thing. We'll look it up later. I'm guessing she's zapping. Yes, Boom Boom is what Trev says. She's zapping a whole lot of energy out of her, so thus the power explosion.
Okay. I do notice on this cover, though, she has not a green headband, but a black one.
Well,
And then, you know,
the jacket's green, right?
I was watching X-Men last night because I wanted to hear her voice because I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
She has a black headband.
So
she
you
does?
Yeah. And I was like,
I even didn't like this green one. I'm like, I hate this green headband, this stupid Packer colors.
and I was looking at it, I was like, there's a black, it's a black one, but yes.
Or Trev says maybe it's a new villain, actually. So, okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. What was the numbers in the back? What does it say in the background?
In the background?
Yeah, under the X-Men title, it says something.
Oh.
X-Men 97?
The X-Men 97, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You ready to rock? Yes.
Me? Okay, here we
Yes.
go. I'm pulling out my big guns now. Okay.
All right. What do we? Oh, comics. Oh, there we go. All right. All right.
So-
Who argued that wasn't a Kiss cover? Was it Robin?
It was probably Robin.
It's like,
It was Robin or Neil.
because yeah, you're right. Robin or Neil.
It was Robin or Neil.
Because Trev knows. Yeah, one of them was complaining. Well, they're not actually kissing on the cover, but it's you're taking a snapshot of yeah.
They either just kissed or they're about to kiss.
Robin, me, sweet innocent look. Catfan says they're not kissing; they're actually smelling each other's breath. They're about to go meet somewhere in public, have a meeting with someone important. They're like, "What's your breath smell like? How about yours?"
There we go.
How do you feel about Gambit there?
Gambit, how he looks there?
Does he look too feminine there?
He looks, well, I mean, Gambit, doesn't he turn into the Beast or whatever? Or is this Gambit the guy with Louisiana accent?
Yes. He's the card guy.
He looks okay here. He doesn't look too metrosexual to me.
Do you remember that guy? But now he's like a full-on Barbie now. No, this guy, he got so much plastic surgery. I don't remember if he was Asian.
When we were in LA, we saw somebody like that.
We saw one person that was heavily
modified. Like
one
should have stopped about 30 procedures ago. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong. A doctor should have stopped him 30.
Well, that's true. That's true. Super Russ says, "Who did the art on that cover, madam?"
This is beautiful. I don't know. It says Carrie, Coy, and Olbeck.
Which number is that?
This is number 16 and 17. Chapters 16 and 17. This is Marvel number 204.
204. Okay. See if I can get that information for Russ. Now he's Magic Mike, is what Christina Payne says.
That's right. He is Magic Mike. God damn. Was he still there? He is Magic Mike. I always call him Magic Mike.
Trev says, got the face chicken.
Evil Mike, you know?
I know that Asian Lady Prime talking about.
Is he talking about the Gambit in her cover?
I don't know. It's something that I know that Lady Prime's talking about. I didn't remember what you're.
Oh, the guy that he was like an Asian guy, and he got like really done up. Like
yes. Okay, that's right. Yeah, where they're like way too high.
Yeah. And then like he even modified his body to like the pecs and this like. But I'm also thinking of there's like two of them. I'm confusing.
All I've learned about plastic surgery or whatever you want to call it, cosmetic surgery. There we go. That's a good term for it. Is it's not for me. Because the one time we were leaving McCarran Airport and I was sitting next to two ladies who looked nothing alike and they looked exactly alike at the same time.
That's so funny. Yeah, I think nobody wants to do plastic surgery until they turn old and then they're like, consider it. You know
who got plastic surgery and they did a good job on her? Ricky Lake. She got her face like lifted and you wouldn't tell. Like it's a really good job.
They've really come a long way with facelifts, if you ask me. Like I've seen lots of the girls on TV have facelifts and stuff or whatever, and whoever their doctors are superb.
There's two things I would get done.
Thank you, Wilbur.
I would get my chest done, but I really don't need it now. Now they finally grew in, and then I would get my cankles to become an ankle.
Your cankles? You don't have cankles. Come on.
Oh, I got the cankles.
You don't have cankles. Just rotate your feet around at night like this and do a little cankle exercise.
I know.
Those roots are
maybe little cankle weights you can walk around with them.
I do have some weight.
She's trying to get rid of her cankles. She's trying to get ankles.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ankles. I wasn't blessed with ankles.
Well, I think Madam is taking this round too.
I don't think God.
Hey, Otaku, I've got to go back and rewatch your show. I fell asleep too early last night. I wasn't able to get enough sleep throughout the day.
Oh, so he was so boring you fell asleep.
No. He's on the West Coast, so he goes later. Like his 10 o'clock is my midnight.
Yeah, I always hear
or his 8 o'clock is my 10 o'clock. And I worked the night before, so I try to stay up, or I try to sleep good during the day so that I can stay up late, because I want to go on live with him eventually, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
I concur, Lady Christina Payne. I concur.
Thank you.
And I'm a little jealous. You wore red lipstick. I see. I'm really jealous because your red lipstick really pops with everything. I should have worn a redder lip.
This is my because I'm also a big fan of Gwen Stefani.
Yes.
This is her lipstick.
Her signature red lip.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I have like one more to show that I don't think we showed.
Alrighty. Lady Prime is up first. You're leading, madam. I'm not putting the banner on because it's with this camera, the two double screen, it's too big and it hides it. But you are up.
Okay.
2 to 1 to 1.
Now that I'm up, we're no longer showing the banner. Love it.
Yes, that's how it goes. You caught on. Very wise.
Oh.
Very well.
I got it.
You catch on to him.
Alrighty. Oh, I like the RoboCop 3 ad. So obviously this is mid-90s.
Yes. Is it my? Am I up?
Yeah, you're first
Oh.
up. I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, there's some Rogue and some. What is that? What is
Got
that?
Rogue,
Her
Captain America.
hair? My God, is that?
Cyclops.
Yeah. Is that Scarlet Witch over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang.
I'm fighting the glare. Right
Fighting the glare. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say I mean I can't see her face very well. Rogue's
She's
face.
looking a little Asian in it, like beady eyed.
What is her facial expression doing right now?
She's supposed to be, I guess, going into battle. She's kind of like, am I up for this?
She's yelling something.
She's psyching herself up. Maybe that's what that's the word.
Oh, okay. She looks like she's
Her eyes look a
crying
little
and
beady
shaking.
there.
Or she's like, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I think she's trying to psych herself up for the battle that they're about to. And you can tell this is a certain the age it is because it's this kind of style.
Oh, the art.
Yeah, the art. So that's why the eyes are very small.
Well, I respect the fact you have an old school Rogue though. So.
Yep, Scarlet Witch trying to upstage Rogue. That's what John's Comics with Kids says. Christina Payne says, fanboy, happy early Father's Day, and all the real dads in the chat and people that take on that role. Definitely.
Oh, yeah,
all the rad dads in the chat. The real dads.
I once told everybody happy Father's Day, even to the ladies that have to step up and be fathers. I remember I did that in a public setting once. So. Let me see this. Let's see. Where am I looking for?
I was at Walgreens and this guy was like, is Father's Day this weekend? I was like, yes, sir. I was like, why did you forget to buy your dad something? And he was like, oh, my dad passed away years ago. So I got nervous and awkward because I was like, how do I get myself out of this? And I was like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry. My dad was never around, so don't feel bad. I've never had to buy him anything.
Is this Cubert? Any Cubert?
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
What did I tell my sister?
You told your sister that you were going to ghost her like her dad did.
I did. She was making jokes because we got a new dog, and she was like, "Get rid of it." And I was like, "I would get rid of you before I get rid of this dog." And I forgot what
she responded something. Yeah.
I forgot what her response was. No, I said I would get rid of you first because technically we're only half sisters, so it would be easy. And then I said something a lot. I know I said I'll ghost you like I ghost your dad.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Your dad ghosted you or whatever. Yeah.
Look, that's just how we like. It's just our humor and nature. I know she was laughing.
Shout out to
you hit low, is what you're saying. You go low.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you're like, why, Leah? Why are you so quiet?
I like Trev's
There's a
thoughts.
reason.
I don't know if I like hearing 90s is old school.
I know.
Like yesterday, they were playing music. Like it was from maybe 80s, 90s, and they were like, "Oh, this is old," and I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's not."
Vintage. This is the oldies.
Yeah, these were ladies who were older than me, saying that it was old, and I was
Oh.
like, "This is not old." They were like, "Do you know this? Do you know this?" I was like,
Yeah, I jammed out to this while I was on the way to school.
"Like I just played it on my way here." But yeah,
Otaku tour guide. Are people excited for the Superman movie? I am more and more. I'm growing. It's growing on me. Neil wants to know: does anyone use Twitch?
can't say.
I haven't used Twitch in a while. I was going to turn Twitch on to stream some gameplay the other day, and I didn't. I couldn't find the game I was looking for. Trev gives you respect, self-deprecating humor to save yourself. There you go.
Because like I could tell, I was like, please don't cry. Like I didn't want someone to cry in front of me because it just makes me awkward.
You know, if you think she said something rude, wait till he cries.
I will tell you something to make you feel better about that situation. One time I was teaching at a school, and the fellow art teacher, this lady, was about to get something really heavy out of the back of her car. And I said, "Oh, do you want me to get that?" And she said, "No." I'm like, "Oh, but you shouldn't be like taking heavy stuff while you're pregnant." And she says, "I'm not pregnant."
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were somebody else. I thought you were somebody else. That's the ultimate save.
I couldn't even say anything else. I had nothing. I had no response to it, too. It was awful.
I would have
So
just
never
said,
say
"Get
anything
yourself,
about
lady."
being pregnant.
You would have never offered help. You would have been like, women's rights, you're good.
Right.
Maybe.
This is what you wanted.
Oh, my dad did the same thing to a lady once, and he's like, "Oh," and she's like, "I'm not pregnant." He's like, "Oh, but you still have those great legs. You still have great legs." And so, yeah, that's what he did. It's called foot and mouth disease.
Oh man, I wish I could say the joke that I said to your dad, and then your dad said it to me. He played along with it. Yeah, your dad's funny.
What do you got, madam?
All right. I'll just show you this one here.
Imagine climbing up that rock. I mean, she could fly up there, but you know.
You know, just sitting on that rock like that?
I have to rock.
Does not look comfortable.
That's one hard rock.
Hard rock. Yeah. Well, you
Clip
can look
on
at this
comics.
two ways, I guess.
Clip says double road.
And they,
Well, what?
and
Trev says she's about to sit and spin.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. Yeah.
Otaku likes the Savage Land Road. And none of us have the like famous Savage Land Road cover.
is it
Which
the
one? I still have
like
some from Savage Land.
Say that again, madam.
I still have some from Savage Land to show. I haven't shown you.
Oh, got you.
So maybe I do.
All right.
Two other ones here.
I think this is the last of the new books I bought at half price. This is X-Men Legacy 271.
Dang, that's disturbing. I can't say that's a favorite cover of mine.
Oh, this was a desperation buy right here. This
Who
was
did
I
that?
don't have to be rogue. I'm gonna get this one.
You're like, I just need one with her cover.
Who is that cover by?
Don't see a name on it. I'll have to look it up. Give me a second.
They were too embarrassed to put their name on it. Probably.
Doesn't say cover artist, does it? Cover artist Salvin Espin with Rachelle Rosenberg.
Oh, it was a collaborative thing, huh?
Yeah.
That's why collaborations never work with artists.
Are those boob socks? Do those count as boob socks?
No, because I feel like they're too high up. Because if they were,
I mean, how did you get in that outfit?
Bra, you know?
Yeah. She has something that's pulling her up. If it's the boob socks will lay, yeah, in a more natural setting.
I guess. I don't know. Is one bigger than the other? I mean, I know that's a natural thing, but
I think one is bigger than the other there. Yeah.
art-wise,
One of these things is bigger than the other.
that was an art critique. All righty, ready?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, now I got to put mine up again.
Hey, you two. No fighting.
Biscuit. Come here. Come here.
Christina Payne says, remember to hit the thumbs up. Well, thank you, Christina.
Okay, remember to vote for Madam. Because this is
okay, there we go.
the best cover.
John's comments was kids is taking Madam. Troy's reviews is taking Madam. Otaku Troy Guide is taking Madam. Robin, thank you so much. Is taking Fanboy.
Robin, you just threw that away just because you don't like me. I know it.
Wellbore is taking Madam.
Ouch.
Christina Payne says Madam looks like a Little Mermaid.
Talk about you didn't want people to build my ego. I ain't got no ego left.
I think Madam took that on. Neil says, Robin, get your magnifying glass out. All righty. I only have 2 more covers.
Same.
Right, me too.
4, 5, 6. No, 5.
I have 2 covers I believe we haven't shown yet.
Alrighty.
And I did purchase this piece right here, the Stephen Nakayama.
I did
see that. That's very nice.
That's a print.
This I bought because I had to have it because I love all David Nakayama's Hellfire Gala, like magazine looks. You know?
Yeah.
And because it's so thick and looks like I'm a Frost. I love Emma Frost too, but that just looks so tight. I hope to get like a whole collection of these. I think.
I would have liked that to find that Rogue cover, but I was.
You waited last minute?
No, I spent too much on other stuff. What time is it?
It's Whataburger time.
Booger time?
Whataburger.
Oh, and Super Rust 9000 did confirm that the video that I did post about on my story a few weeks ago with the guy going to Whataburger was his hometown Whataburger.
Oh.
Sir, why are you in line? Why were you first in line? Because I want to be in line at Whataburger. What is that called? The negative space or something like that?
Space. But it is really negative space because he does have a line here. So it's not. If it was negative space, there wouldn't be a little line.
Got you. You know what
I mean, so, but yeah, almost.
Capan, I miss this show on Saturday mornings. You should be ashamed leaving me all alone on Saturday mornings. I cry in my closet for hours. It's been a rough year, so off and on. Like last week, we had the kids, and it was just I felt like trash the night before. So that's when I made the decision to cancel last week.
And then we went out we took the kids with us out to eat. And Fanboy Prime loves to make kids feel bad and was like, oh man, you guys are so expensive.
I took them to Golden Corral.
We went to the Golden Corral?
But
it's okay, kids. I'm rich.
But here's the thing.
They all wanted something different. So I was like,
first of all, Golden Corral is hell. Because you have to get up and get everything for your children. And multiple times as you're the waitress for your children individually.
They're old enough to they're old enough to walk and hold their own plate. But I did say, okay, guys,
tell them what you said.
We're gonna go into Golden Corral. Here, you get up to get your food. So this is the rule. Only ask Leah to go up to get food with you. Don't ask me. And it worked. It worked. Some lady came up to our table and told us, I want to let you guys know y'all have a beautiful family. I have 3 kids of my own. They're all older now, but I miss it so much. And we're just, oh, thank you. We didn't want to tell them those 2 don't belong to us.
Yeah, because then that just sounds rude.
Trev says buffets are suts.
Yeah.
They can be. That's why I've always gotten majority of the same food since I've been going to Golden Corral as a kid.
The bourbon chicken on rice is just fantastic. And so, I don't know. I like my Chinese food cheap. I like it from a mall.
But you wouldn't have tried bourbon chicken if it hadn't been for me.
I believe I had already tried bourbon chicken before that.
No.
I believe I had.
You just never want to give me any
credit.
ounce of credit. Nothing.
Give her a win, fanboy. Give her a win.
The famous bowl I tried because of you.
Going to different stores, you never tried until me.
Okay. I've got a new store. This is the counseling part. This is the marriage counseling part, people.
I'm just kidding. Here we are. Okay.
Oh, that's a good cover.
That is.
Russ,
I like that one.
I got to head out. Have a great day. We'll see you, Russ.
Goodbye, Ripple.
Otaku says they no longer have a Golden Corral there anymore.
Yeah, they took ours away too.
What did you? So you ate at Golden Corral. You just didn't enjoy it.
One time because it was so horrible because my children at the time were so young that I had to go get everything for like all of them. You know what I mean? And for like multiple children, like that's a heck.
Gotcha.
I didn't have time to eat. You know, I didn't eat anything.
Because by their time, they're like, I want something else. Yeah.
Chinese is the only buffet I'll eat, says Trey.
Chinese buffets, that makes me nervous.
We have one in town that everybody talks about getting sick after. And I don't know how it's been open so long. It's the one in the shopping center. I don't know what it's called. See, we had Hong Kong Palace here. This is one of Lady Pride's.
What is that? It's
She's being
shiny.
nominated.
Too.
Oh yeah, it's got some 90s shine to it too.
That's cool.
And the joke is there's no stray cats around it. What you got?
I have.
Oh, I've seen that, and that's a good one.
It's got some 90s shine to it too.
Yeah, some 90s
And
goodness.
it's
Oh, and it's
And
embossed.
it's even shiny in the word bubble. That's cool.
No, it's not embossed. It's just cardstock.
Yeah.
Otaku says open a Chinese buffet. I should. The OG run, Lady Prime. Yeah, both of these are from that run.
Mm-hmm.
I borrowed a book from her this time.
Yep. I said, here you go. You can use these.
Oh,
That's a different cover, right?
yeah.
That she used.
I like that cover though too. What else you got?
The other one I have is.
Oh, Trev says vote. Okay, we'll hold up.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have much of a chance against old school roll here.
Hey, turn that down.
Trev says Lady Prime. He likes the OG. Collector P's taking Lady Prime. Dave's taking Lady Prime. Troy's Reviews is taking Madam because of Raptors. Otaku Tour Guide's taking Madam. Neil is taking Lady Prime ×2. Cat Fan is taking Lady Prime. Christina Payne says Captain George's great buffet seafood with prime rib, etc. But she's also voting for Madam.
Hey! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah!
We're all both taking Madam.
Come on, someone else come through. Tie it up. Is there anybody out there?
3. Pick it up.
3. Like yours. 9.
5. I refuse to lose.
So Ollie is reporting. Ollie is reporting that there are 9 turds on his floor because the dogs. We have the 2 dogs now, and I knew it was going to happen. Because I took them out and they wouldn't go to the restroom. I should have put them in their crates, but sitting for an hour and a half on the show is kind of a long time. I'd rather them poop on the floor than pee. The pee stains. It sticks.
It smells bad. Well, I mean, they both smell bad,
They-
but
yeah.
pee is a whole.
There's a viral video about this girl with her mouth full saying she would open a Chinese buffet. Oh, okay. I've got to check it out. Let me see. So I believe the score is 3-2-1. I'm sorry. 3 for Madam, 1 for me, and 2 for you. So
I will accept the win.
so we'll give Madam the win. You want to show
My last
you want to show what else you had?
maybe baby was part of the other run was this one.
Oh, that's goodbye. Yeah.
So you full on went on and got that full series because it's just that's your rogue.
That's my rogue.
As much as you enjoy the Savage Land look.
I do enjoy that look. I do.
The last
And
one I had was
I
Extreme.
this one too. But you had this one. You put this one out first.
Yeah, that was the first one I had. And I did that on purpose. It was like, I have a feeling she has that one. I have Extreme X-Men 35. Just a small rogue there in the corner. But she is quite...
Yeah, she's not even in her ugly green and yellow.
she's quite talented, if you get my drift.
Oh.
I feel like
Slinky.
how she looks here.
Mm-hmm.
A young... oh, no, I can't think of her name. A young, what's her name could have played her. She was in the Mandalorian. Cara Dune? No.
Are you talking about Gina
Carano, yes.
Gina Carano?
A younger Gina Carano could have played how she looks there on that cover. Trev, giving you props for that whole run. Poop kind of smells bad, boy. Oh, that's why Ollie's complaining about it. I'm just saying I would rather it be the pee if we're going to...
Biscuit.
Not right now, Ollie.
Not yet.
What do you guys do for the pea? Do you put cat litter on top of it or anything? Just soak it up? Or you could put salt on it, and then the salt will suck it up too.
Oh, really?
I will have the salt. My mom used to do.
We hit the carpet cleaner right away, like the whole machine out, try to get it up.
We have a
what are you doing?
one.
What are you doing? Try to tear that blanket. We're pretty good on a pretty good schedule now that Biscuit's older. She doesn't go. She's pretty good about waiting to go outside. We've got her trained pretty well. It's the new one because he's in a new house. He's kind of
doesn't know where to go with the schedule's like.
We haven't got him trained yet. So
this is Slinky the dog.
What kind of collar is that? Is that a studded collar?
yes.
Yeah.
And he's got his name on here. So he originally belonged to a friend's. Belonged to a girl that Leah knows. Well, no. I'm sorry. Originally owned by a girl. She moved to go to college, so she gave her to Leah's friend. But Leah's friend said that she couldn't take care of her, and so
the dog didn't fit their personality. Like
that happens.
Yeah. And I told her, I was like, don't feel bad. I was like, it's just not your thing. Like, I wanted a dog that likes to be around. Like, is, I guess, needy in some aspect. It doesn't bother me. I like it.
Yeah.
And so he's 4 years old. And then the name is what sold me when they were like, his name is Slinky. I was like, Slinky? I have to take him.
like
and you like the Slinky?
And I've always liked wiener dogs because I was telling Fanboy last night, I was like, one of my favorite movies as a kid was All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh.
Look at that dog. That dog's giving me the devil eyes, Tracy Morgan. And then my cousin saw a picture of the dog. He says, that boy looks like he barks. And I was like,
No, he whimpers. He's a baby.
A collector P says he likes the rogue in the green and white hooded outfit.
I was gonna try to like angle myself so you could see my whole outfit because I have boots on and everything. And I have this really pretty green pillow to match.
Look at
and
that.
This really ugly yellow pillow to match.
He's getting everything.
You went all in, all in on this.
No. I'm trying to get this up there.
Look at that.
There we go. We'll get the photo later.
Christina Payne says, I'm glad he found his forever home, and he makes me think of Toy Story.
Yes. Yeah. he took to Biscuit right away, or Biscuit took to him right away. So I knew that wasn't going to be an issue. Biscuit she is an attention-seeking dog.
She just wants to play 24/7.
She does.
Well,
but
then,
she,
then he did the right thing because I'm a firm believer in all animals having a companion of their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like 2 cats, 2 dogs. Gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and we do have 2 cats.
Well, see, Biscuit.
We have Boogie Jr. Rathar. That's his full name.
Her full name.
Her full name.
Ollie named her that when he was
Itty bitty.
itty bitty.
And then the other one is Julius Pepperwood, but that's a girl too. I named that one.
So what do you call them for short? Julius and
Boogie and Julius. Yeah.
Boogie and Julius. Cool.
I went with a run of only naming cats with bees.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Beamer when I lived in San Antonio, and there was a neighborhood cat at the apartment complex that would come inside, and I called him Buddy. So we had Beamer, Buddy. Then we had found a stray cat, Boogie, which those are his kids. We found Boogie, and then there was another stray cat. I had named him Buster. So yeah, I was with bees. Pepperwood, yes.
So I'm a big fan of the new girl. And there was like an off character, like a character's character that he would dress up like he was like an undercover cop.
That's not what it was.
Or which one was Julius?
Because there's Julius Peppers and Schmidt always called him. Yeah, you always like that guy, Julius Pepperwood or Julius Peppercorn.
But that was him. That was Nick, the guy Nick's character.
Oh, okay.
Pepperwood. Anyways, and so that name just always made me laugh. And you even used that name one time. You don't remember when you did the VBS and you did the running and you had to think of a name?
No, that's not what I used.
Well, what's the name then?
It was Chip Goodman. I'm late, but I'm here now. Hello, Fanboy Prime, Lady Prime, and Madam, and hello, everybody in the live chat. What's up, Robert Springs? Hope you're doing well, Robert.
I have something else to say to Lady Prime and to Fanboy Prime.
Yes.
Do you need any marriage advice?
Oh my goodness.
Because I have experience a little bit, so.
I mean, we're what, 15 years in?
We're 14 and a half in. 14 and a half.
It's hard. I'm just kidding. What?
Do you have any like you don't go to bed mad, or you always sleep together?
I go to bed mad all the time.
No,
I go to bed mad all the time.
No, the way as much as he's the only person who can hurt my feelings, like he's the only one who can hurt my feelings. So I'd rather him hurt my feelings and tell me the truth if I'm being a pain in the butt. And I know I can be. I know. Of course, I'm going to be denial and be like, oh, I'm so perfect. I know I'm not. The delusion person, yes, will say she is, but I'm not. So I'm not. I like that he will hurt my feelings, but for the good, if that makes sense. I'm a little weird.
Fanboy? That doesn't sound good for you.
No amounts of counseling will help them. This is just our entertainment.
Listen, Fanboy, you need to encourage and say more compliments to Lady Prime, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's probably
compliments would go a long way.
That's probably my downfall is I don't compliment enough, probably.
Yeah, because you know something? If she was on the market, somebody else would be complimenting her all the time.
But here's the thing is that
sorry. I'm waiting for the punchline or something.
When we were first together,
I'm waiting for a response for this.
When we were first together, I was that guy. I cooked for her all the time and did things all the time. And we got married and I was still doing things. And then she responded negatively to it. And I was like, okay, I'll turn it off then. And I haven't turned it back. I haven't turned it back on for like 10 years.
I was about to say about 10 years.
You guys need to bridge this together now. I mean, you guys.
She had some
more compliments from you for sure. Come on.
Collector P of foot goes a long way.
No, I don't like my feet touched. I'm weird.
He's talking about you massaging my feet.
Is it because of your cankles?
Your feet. I love you, but I won't touch them. I won't touch them dogs.
No. So my thing was like this is like separate from the comic book talk. If you guys want to leave, that's fine. We're just me and I told her at some point, I said, when we get past the we're in love phase, oh, I'm in love, we're in love, whatever. Not that we're not in love. There's just varying degrees of love. In the Greek, there's like 7 different terms for love, right? Like phideo, agape. There's just different terms for it because there's different degrees of love. Like there's the brotherly love, right? There's the love for mankind.
Hold on. When you said brotherly love, you gestured to Lady Prime like this. That was not
like fellow man, fellow man, like everybody, fellow man, right? But I told her when we get past that love point where we're like, oh, I love you so much. And not that you don't love, like when it becomes commonplace, like we're used to each other now, right?
No, you take it for granted is what it's called.
There's that too, right? I said, when we get past that point, I want you to know I still love you. You just have to change your definition of what love is because she didn't grow up with
I'm not going to compliment you anymore.
Well, no. It's not. I compliment her. It's just different. It's not as much. It's not. I'm not trying to get laid anymore, right? And so
the courting stage.
No. I just mean the courting stage, like that. Where you're trying to, But anyways, what I said is you have to change your definition of love. You never grew up with a family. You didn't have a father around. You didn't have this family dynamic. So you have to understand love looks different now. Love is I'm providing for you. Love is, hey, I'm sacrificing this because you and Ollie need this. And I had to teach her, she had to kind of warp or transform like what her expectation of love was. Like, maybe I need to do those things more, but you have to realize love also looks like this.
Hey, I agree with that 100%. I think being a provider for your family is, the ultimate act of love for sure, because you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of for those you love. But a little compliment can go a long way for a lady for a day.
And then I was talking to my sister because she's like anti-marriage, which I get. Mm-hmm. She's like anti-marriage, and she was like, I just want someone to like worship the ground I walk on. And then I don't know what I can't remember where she was going at, but I was like, at that point, I was like, I love him, but I respect him more. And I think when you respect the person you're with, I think that there's more longevity. Because if you don't respect
because if there's no respect, the fighting can get ugly and disrespectful, and you can't come back from that.
Yeah.
You have to have respect more than anything. I agree with that.
It's I'm trying to think of how I'm trying to put it. When we look at marriage into the past, and I'm talking about like hundreds of years ago or 100 years ago, they married for livelihood. They married and had kids because, hey, we need workers at the farmstead and stuff like that. It wasn't just you make me mad now, so I'm going to leave. And I told her, like, it can't be like that. We're like, we have to realize there's periods where one of us is down, one of us has to be up. And I can't leave you when you're down because I'm up, because I'm going to require you, not required, but, I'm going to hope that you're up when I'm down.
Yeah.
And so it was an understanding about that.
And I think that's why we use the term all the time, we're a tag team, because in a tag team
wrestling, there's one guy is in the ring actually getting the bumps, getting the bruises, performing the moves while the other one gets to rest.
Well, you guys are tag teaming Ollie,
Yeah. Oh. So that's it. I don't know. I don't know that we have a successful marriage, but we have a 14-and-a-half-year marriage.
We have something that works for us.
No.
Yes,
I mean,
you have a successful marriage. You're still married. You still enjoy each other's company, and you still make each other laugh, which is the best part, right?
Well, when I said that, though, I meant in the eyes of other people. Yeah. In the eyes of other people, they're like, oh, well, they, he talks to her like this, or they don't do this, and you don't see him do this. And, like, I don't know that I have that kind of successful marriage, but I know what we have works.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I try to actively get her to cheat on me, though. And so I
would restrain from that.
Because I don't worry about her cheating on me. So I'm like, I got to test her. Look at that. Marriage can be wonderful.
It can be.
It can be.
Let's work.
I know you are like my last hope that it's not going to work out.
It's work. It's the hardest job ever because I know how I am. But
Woods,
do I want to wring his neck?
How's it going, Matt Woods? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think as long as you guys are always moving in the same direction together with your likes and your wants and your interests,
right.
then you're on the road to a successful long marriage.
I just wanted to get on the page on one thing with me.
You know,
I just wanted to get on the page with one thing for me or with me. And when that happens, I think things will be a lot more on the up and up. And I'm not that things are not on the up and up with us. There's one little stumbling block that we run into, and it makes me a bitter person. And I can either get over it or she can get in line with it. And I think we would be far more successful. I'm not gonna go into detail what it is because it's not for y'all to know.
Yeah,
it's not for me to embarrass her with it.
Yeah, of course.
It's nothing obviously bad enough that it's nothing.
No.
It's nothing that would cause us to get divorced.
I'm saying you don't want to embarrass me now.
Well, when it comes to that, we're talking seriously.
I know.
All the other things I've embarrassed you for, whatever. But there's one thing, and if she could get in line with that one thing, like I wouldn't be as. Is it bitter? Am I bitter? What would you call it?
He wants another person in the room.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
You want to watch her?
He wants to be Diddy in the corner. I'm just kidding.
What's up, Ian Becca? What's going on? Cat Fan says, I've been single my whole life. By the time
Only people who have been married for as long as you have will understand what the hell's going on there.
No,
Totally get it.
It's what is it? Am I resentful? I don't know. There's just something that, like, if she could get in line with this one thing, I feel like, oh man, it would make me feel so much better about everything. And we have this talk, and I feel like it just. But once again, she grew up in a different dynamic, because every conversation I have with her, I'm not having a conversation with 36-year-old Leah. I'm having a conversation with 36-year-old Leah who grew up at 7, 8, 9, 10, who didn't have a certain family dynamic. So I've got to remember, I'm not just talking to her in this setting. I've got to remember what she came from. And so, like, her expectations of certain things are different than mine. And that's where we kind of run into a stumbling block. But everything else is okay.
I think Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell said it best when they asked about their long marriage and how they've kept this fire going, whatever, right? They've had a long relationship. Yeah. And they said, I think Goldie Hawn said, I look at him like I look at him the first time. Every day.
What? Oh no! You don't want to. I already know what you're going to.
I'm not even saying anything.
I remember this fanboy saw your nipple or something. Didn't he? Something.
Carmen's craft. What's up?
Nothing inappropriate parts of you or something, and then he's like, "I'm in love."
Yeah.
I see 21-year-old beautiful Rogue. That's what she sees. What's up, Carmen? I hope you're doing well. Matt Wood says, for a happy marriage, the other spouse must support the comic book collection. And at least that's my dream.
But see, and that is another thing. When it comes to hobbies, I was never one to be like, okay, if we're together, you can't do that anymore. Right. Because I feel like you still need that outlet.
Each person still has to be their individual person.
Yeah.
But you should be supportive when he goes and does those things, so he doesn't feel guilty when he comes back. Like you should spend time with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
No, I get mad that she doesn't have friends. I'm like, you can hang out with your friends, because I was in a relationship before.
I have no friends, thanks.
I was in a relationship before.
I don't have any friends either. Leah, we'll be friends, okay? Yeah.
Well, no, I don't mean that. Like, oh, you have no friends, like you're a bad person. It's just that in my relationship before, because you take what didn't work in the previous time and you try to be able to. I could go out with my friend all the time, but if she went out with her friends, I had to go with her. Oh, no. And I was like, why don't you guys hang out on your own? Like, I want her to be able to go places and do things on her own, like that, where I don't have to be there all the time.
Okay.
And I mean, you have that a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's just
You just want a sidekick with you?
Well, no, I just don't think you always have to, like,
be together.
Right.
But my thing with my friend, or my lack of friends, is because I just have a lack.
You don't like women.
I just have a lack of trust. That's my thing. I don't trust anybody. I always expect people to have ulterior motives. So I keep people at bay.
Yes, I'm the same way. I also don't foster relationships very well, I should say.
Yeah.
And I very much prefer my own company or the company of men, actually, because I feel like I get along with them better in some way. Girls I find can be like catty or rude or
all the time for no reason other just
no. And then not only that, because I don't talk about my relationship to other women, because I feel like they just want to know what's going on in your relationship so they can feel better about themselves.
Or they want to point out bad stuff because they don't want you to be happy in yours.
Or they're going to be like, oh, why would you let that person, why would you let him do that? They try to like be conniving, and then because they might be unhappy, they want you to be in the same boat as them.
Yeah, it's kind of like doing the Jones's rule measure, you know, like how am I measuring up? Oh, just make sure she sits down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt. I don't mean to laugh. My ex-wife supported my comic book hobby because she loved it when I had to sell a giant chunk of it off to pay for when she filed for divorce. You can only laugh at it, man. That's it, right? That's like he's got the smiley faces there. You can just laugh at it.
Yeah. Matt, I love you.
I'm not wrong, right? Because I want to say I've seen it on Instagram. Matt's the one that's like working out and like getting in shape and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's buff now. He's buff.
Yeah. Congratulations for that, because the hardest part about doing that is to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's like people who go on a diet and then they lose the weight and then they put it right back on because they didn't keep doing it. Yeah. Robert Spring says, marriage is all what you make of it. My wife and I were married for 22 years before she passed away, and it was the best 22 years of my life. I can't feel, I mean, yes, I feel sorry for that, Robert. Like, I'm sad that you passed, but like you said, it was the best 22 years of your life. Do you accept the 22 years of your life being the best? Or do you like, oh, well, you know, I know I'm going to lose her one day, so I should avoid it. No, you take it and you run with it. And yes, it sucks that you don't have it, but you had it. You had it. So fantastic. I love that thought. I love that thought process.
Robert. You had 22 years of bliss.
There's people who don't even stay married 1 year, 2 years. 22 years of the best years. Man, fantastic, Robert. And then you have your legacy because you have your kids and you're about to become a grandfather. Like, you have that to live on. That was spawned from that marriage. So yes, my heart breaks for you for losing your wife, losing the love of your life, but I'm glad that you had it.
Yeah.
Otaku, my wife is the only reason I'm not hoarding comics. I love Otaku because when he talks on his wife, he's like, yeah, my wife gave me like $10 to buy comics. He's like, he's not shy about hiding the fact that he has to buy on a budget. Doc's Cards, what is up, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Doc's Cards, I know on Instagram a few weeks back, was somebody like calling you out for being an old man or something? Doc's? The punk kids, and they're collecting and stuff like that. Or, you know, when I say punk kids, it could be anyone younger than me. Yeah. They got their snobby thoughts on things. But, and then he even said something about like, oh, I hope you enjoyed going to the game with your dad. What the hell? Like,
I don't know. That's funny.
No, Robert, like, I know you don't know you're going to lose them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that say you had the choice to go back, you know, you still take that option. Like, I know you didn't know you were going to lose her, but, and none of us know going in, but it's the fact that you had it. Some people will say, like, I wish I would have never met them because of how much it hurts now. But like, that's the wrong way to look at it. You have to look at it as it was still the absolute best thing you could have done.
I think Hosier said it best in his line from the end song when he was like, if you didn't get your heart broken, you know, you didn't do it right at the end.
That's right. Know? That's right. If you're not, because, and this is what I used to tell my ex-girlfriend all the time, we're either going to get married or we're going to break up.
Those are the only two options.
There's the only two options. Because if we get married, then we're going to be together till we die, or we're going to break up. And so I said, we need to figure out where we're at, because if we're going to break up, then it's not a big deal. And we should be happy for one another. And we should just be okay, you know, or we're going to get married. And we didn't get married. We broke up, and it was a terrible breakup. I didn't listen to my own advice.
How long? When did you and Lady meet? How did you and Lady meet?
Oh, while she was dating her ex-boyfriend, and I was dating my ex.
So we worked. So what?
Working together.
We worked together. My brother was like, "Hey, you should come work at this restaurant. There's these two brothers. They're awesome. They're so cool. I think you would like them." And my brother is very much like Lee, very much like me. We don't like people right away. It has to take a certain somebody. And I was like, okay. So I applied. I got the job, and they were like, okay, work this afternoon shift. This guy named Brandon's going to train you. And I was like, okay. So this guy named Brandon trains me. And I was like, I hated him. And I told my brother, I was like, what is wrong with this dude? I was like, I met his brother earlier yesterday morning. He's way cooler. What is with this guy? Like, he was just like rude. I don't think he meant to be rude, but I didn't know him. So when you don't know his personality and his humor, it could rub you the wrong way, and it rubbed me the wrong way.
Because then, like, after that day, I don't know. I don't ever remember you hating me. I thought we got along right away.
How soon after that did you guys get together?
I'm never gonna let someone know that they like not hurt my feelings, but like, you know, control my emotions, I guess.
Oh no, like I said, I thought we got along right away because I was like, oh, our personalities click pretty good. What were you saying, madam? And little did I know.
Fanboy, how long did it take between you guys meeting and you guys getting married?
Ooh, she started working in 2007 or 6.
No, I thought it was 07 or 08.
Okay. So she started working in 07. That's when we met. Oh, shoot. I said 2010 the other day. Okay. And me and my ex-girlfriend broke up in 2009. We got together, dated, whatever you want to call it, August of 2009. Broke up by November of 2009.
Because we were both going through breakups. We were both. So I didn't feel like, I don't know. I think I needed to get over whatever. And I was also, shut up.
You wanted to blame me?
No, because also I was younger. I was 20 something at the time. Like I was 20. So I was younger, you know, than him. So we were both going through breakups.
You were 20 and then you turned 21.
Yeah. We were both going.
What's the age difference between you?
8 years.
8 years and 1 day.
I would be frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was still a child. Hold on. A child-like mind. You know what I mean? I was an adult, but I really was an adult.
I was married for 37 years. Those were the best years of my life before he passed. But going forward with my children and grandsons, that's how you got to do it, Carmen.
But yeah, so then we broke up, worked together, and we didn't talk to each other for like what, 6 months?
6 months. I mean, and when I say we worked together, like 2 feet within each other, and I would pass her something, and she would take care of it, or she would pass me something, and I would take care of it. But did not say anything.
Like we didn't talk to each other, but I already knew what he wanted before it needed to get done. So like, and it was the same, vice versa. Like even though we weren't
looking out for each other already, huh?
Yeah, even though we weren't speaking, and then finally he broke the ice and threw a taco at me. and then I looked at him.
Well, then like, you know he loves you.
She says throw it, but it was like I slid it on the counter, but I threw it sliding it on the counter, and it made her laugh.
It made me laugh because I was like, what the? So, and then after that, we dated for 3 months.
No. So after that, I have to wait through 3 other guys, and then it was our turn to date.
You were hey,
fanboy,
that sounds about right. When you got to get someone of the caliber of Lady Prime, okay?
You were doing
line. I wasn't. And so then, so we didn't talk for a while. We started talking again. I want to say it was September of 2010. Mm-hmm. And then we hung out. Maybe it was the tail end of August of 2010, but we were married by January 3rd of 2011.
2011. Okay.
So we and in that period when we weren't talking and there were other girls that wanted to talk to him, I let them know, like, no.
Yeah, thanks.
That's going to be mine. I just have to play it out.
She probably would have peed on you if she could have.
I would have.
Cat fan, I missed these Saturday shows. Thank you for coming back. and seeing all the tears, the tea. I'm sorry, mom, pop, right origin story.
Yeah. I'm evil like that. I was just like, he's gonna be mine. But
yeah. No, I know your intention, girls. No, you look away. You look away.
Yeah.
2 birthday parties back to back. That is cool. Yeah. So I wanted us to get married because mine's the 28th, hers the 29th. I wanted us to get married October 30th. That way it would be our anniversary, and then we would have Halloween. But she went out of town, so we didn't get to do that.
I did. That was the last time I ever had a sip of alcohol.
Wow.
It was my last. I was 20. I turned 22, and that was But I had like years of abusing drinking and stuff like that.
Great for you, lady.
8 years, my man. Oh.
And then tell people what you say now.
What's that?
Be like, oh, they're like, oh, she's so pretty. Your wife's hot. What do you tell them? Tell them what you tell your coworkers.
When you put her down, what do you say? Oh, she's a handful. What do you say?
He said you should have seen her before the baby.
I paid her a compliment.
Okay, I'm going to take it back. I'm taking it back. You need to give her 2 compliments every day now. 2 compliments.
See, here's the thing. I try to get in trouble with her all the time. I try to get in trouble with her all the time. I'll do stuff on purpose to get in trouble.
No, he does, because don't let him fool you. He'll say, oh, she's so mean. She's crazy. She's this and that. But
okay, hold on. Let me do that. There was this girl that used to go to the restaurant we worked at. Never met her in my life. She just looked like she was a total, the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, she would just treat me so bad. She would treat me like trash so bad. She wasn't even that attractive, like most guys wouldn't think, but she just looked so mean, and I found it such a turn on.
So I'm just letting you know that it's him that likes that. So it's not me.
So I like getting in trouble at home. It's what makes us click. It's what makes us work.
Okay. So when you guys are out and about, are you guys checking out other people?
I'm looking. I normally tell her,
hey, what are we gonna get for mom for her birthday?
like we're brother and sister. No, we don't check anybody out.
No,
I was just curious because I think that's also a sign of respect.
Girls always check out other girls.
I feel that's a sign of respect when you don't, when you're in a relationship with someone else, when you're not like
we acknowledge it together.
Yeah, we acknowledge it together.
Sure, I'm like, oh, look at that beautiful girl over there. I love her.
Because girls do that to each other, right? And so I'll see a girl and I'm like, what do you think about her?
Yeah.
Do you like her outfit?
Yeah.
Or her hair or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
We acknowledge it together, but it's not like in a.
Yeah, we're not looking for a third
we're
person.
Not trying to invite. We make jokes. It's just like that's just how we joke.
Yeah. That'll never happen. There's a word for that. Sadomasochism.
I've been telling him that.
Oh man!
What now? This explains the bondage. Exactly. Thank you. See, Trev put it together.
But I don't know. Like,
okay, can I ask you one last question? That's very personal.
Yes.
Okay, where's the craziest place you guys have done it?
The bed. The end of the bed. Like, it's like that episode of Friends where it's like, oh well, I guess the end of the bed.
Who said that?
Rachel. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. She's not like that.
The usual.
It's her. It's not me.
Okay. All right. Good counseling session.
That's probably.
All right. We learned Fanboy's going to give a lot more compliments and do a lot more dishes.
Madam, when are you coming on again?
Whenever you want me to. I'll come on.
All right. We'll plan something out. And is it Barbarella or will it be something else?
Ooh, well, let's see how much I work out.
Oh, that's right. You want to go in costume? Well, you can be on where you don't have a costume if you want. I'm not saying you have to get down. Do you have to dress down that much? Is what I'm saying. Dress down, dress up. What but you're wearing less. So to me, it's down.
Dressing down.
I would do Vampirilla for sure.
But
it'll have to be a couple weeks because I got Heroes next week.
yeah. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah,
Definitely. Like I'm jealous because I've wanted to go, but I haven't had the opportunity.
I
And
haven't either. And this
one
is
of
my
these days.
time, and I was so jelly last year, Fanboy and Lady Prime, that I was just so jelly that everyone was out there meeting each other. I was like, damn, like I should have gone. Like these are
Right.
people I'm like interacting with on the daily, and I could have given them a hug, you know? Like I need to do some stuff.
Like so when I saw like Mike's pictures and Super Russ, just I was just like, man, like one of these days. Otaku tour guide, Savage Land cosplay next time, please.
I'll just get some scissors.
Yeah. That will be an easy costume to put together.
But shout out to the people who stayed with their partner until they passed away, or the people who were still with their partner. Like shout out to you, because even like going through those last stages, like I saw how my mom was with cancer. Like, man, I know how hard my stepdad works through that. Like, shout out to him. Shout out to the people who stay with their partner, even through the worst of times. Shout out to them. So Carmen and Carmen and Pop, Robert Springs.
Robert, yeah.
So you guys are goals. And so
you made it. You basically made it.
Yeah. That's all you can ask for, is to be there until one of you passes away.
Yeah.
And sorry to the one that lives on. Like, it sucks. But
I would say hopefully it's at the same time.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the ideal situation, right? We go down in a blaze of glory.
I'm harvesting
You guys are filming in Louisiana. Like,
I'm gonna keep his skull, and it's gonna be around because he's so hard-headed. So it only makes sense to keep his skull.
I'll use this to break the ice.
You know that you could have him cremated and made into a diamond that you could wear on your ring?
That I did not know. I know that you could do the stones.
Yeah.
Do the stones. I mean, I would be the only one. I wouldn't pass. I'd keep your.
Like, I want to be buried with it.
I would keep your ashes with me. But yes, I do know that. But I did not know that. I've seen it where they put the ashes in like a vial, and you can wear like as a necklace.
Oh.
No,
they transfer it into a crystal, and now you are in the stone. Now you're a stone.
Wow.
That you could wear. Or, you know, you could always be around. You know, if you happen to leave first, then you could wear that ring, lady, and just think like, and you could think like, every guy I've ever just looking at her is gonna be looking at my ring.
Then I would finally get a ring.
Do you want a ring? You told. We never. Oh, that's another thing. We don't have wedding bands or wedding rings.
Those are important.
We went to a courthouse. We paid under $40 or $50 to get married. I can't remember. The biggest expense was parking. I don't think even the marriage license was that expensive.
No.
It was us.
I didn't want a wedding.
I eloped to in Las Vegas with just me and my ex.
Yeah, I didn't want
a little white wedding gown.
Well, my brother was like, hey, if you're going to get married, this was with my previous girlfriend. And he's like, because we were going to Vegas and we thought about eloping. And he's like, I really think mom wants to be there. And I was just like, okay, well, I don't know. But I wound up not getting married that time, right? And then she said, I'm marrying you. I'm not marrying your family, which that's true. You are kind of marrying the family too, though, because you have it.
I agree.
But if I needed to cut ties with the family and choose my wife, that would be what I would do.
That would be like, then you'd be like Prince Harry.
I'm sorry?
I said, then you'd be like Prince Harry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, and so she said, I'm marrying you, not the family. And I'm like, okay, I get it. And so I was cool with not having a party. I'm sorry, those few people that want big
If you
weddings.
can afford it and it doesn't hurt you financially.
And if that's what you want.
If that's what you want.
The most important part of the marriage is having the money that you would have spent on the money and using that money for your own comfort and safety and not having to lash out and get arguments about money. So it's just better off to not have a wedding.
My thing was, why am I going to invite a bunch of people that, one, they're going to be ungrateful to be invited. They're going to complain about something. You know what I mean? And I have if I had a wedding, obviously mine would not be traditional. Mine would be Halloween themed, you know?
Yeah.
And
Monster
someone
masks.
about it.
Everyone's got monster shit on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people would have complained about it and be like, I don't know about this. I was told that I was told that I'm ruining my life by marrying her.
Spraying goat's blood at the audience. It's gonna be great.
I mean, that's probably, I would have had someone, instead of throwing rice, throwing blood or something. So it would have made somebody mad or someone offended. So, and I was like, at the end of these day, these people are not there to like really encourage me to be there, to be married. They just want to be there for the party.
Well,
Like,
it's
what can I get out of it?
when my brother got married, I told his wife at the time.
Oh yeah, we both.
I said, today's the most important day, but do you know what tomorrow is? And she's like, what? I said, tomorrow is the most important day. And it's whatever day you're living is the most important day of your marriage. The wedding is I said, in a sense, the wedding is the least important day because when you're living through tomorrow, that's going to be the most important day. And when you're living through the day after that, that's the most important day. And so I tried to put that in perspective. They didn't last.
No, but not only that, he said this as we were in line because we were obviously grooms and
oh yeah. But I told her that today's the least important day of your marriage. It's pretty much what I said.
And all the bridesmaids looked at him with such disgust. Like, how dare he say that? And I was nodding like, no, he's right. Like, when y'all have y'all's first fight is really going to be like the tester. Like, how are you guys going to
make up?
Yeah.
It's for the things that you don't know are coming to happen. And I said, today's the least important day of your marriage, but enjoy it. Enjoy it. I said, enjoy it. Have the great day, but realize today is the least important day of your marriage.
I almost encourage eloping first. And then afterwards, I had like the families get together and have a little, get together then so they can meet each other. Right. That makes sense. But to spend like thousands of dollars, I think my sister-in-law's wedding dress was a Vera Wang wedding dress. It cost us the price of a small car, I heard.
Man alive.
And they end up getting divorced after, 10 years.
Robert Springs says, my wife and I got married by a notary with chickens and goats in the yard. The goat was trying to headbutt. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Enjoy your weekend. Got to get the day started. All right, Otaku, have a good one. Right. Ballsy move at a wedding. I was just trying to put in mind, because everybody there was like, the wedding. I was trying to put in her mind that. But not only that, not about the wedding. It's about
felt
the
like
marriage.
They were emphasizing more on the after the wedding, like, oh, you guys are going to consummate your marriage. This is so exciting. And I'm just like,
it's the least important day of your marriage. The wedding is.
And I'm like, I've never heard a story where that night is like the grandest night anyways.
Oh yeah, I got a story about my grandest night when I got married with the family. And afterwards, there was no consummation, but there was somebody in the fetal position on the floor of the shower.
So we went to a wedding, your other brother, where he got trash face and ended up in some kind of field or a ditch.
Oh, yeah. And so my other brother, when he got married, he tried to fight my other brother. He tried to run away from the law, tore up his suit that he had to return, tore up my brother's suit that he had to return. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. He's better. He's better now. Yeah, we didn't consummate the marriage that night. We were so tired and exhausted. We had just moved. We moved in together, but I didn't want us to live together before marriage. I wanted us to be married. So,
Why?
Just didn't want it. I was like, let's just get married. Okay. Let's just yeah. I said, let's just get married.
Let's make the leap together.
Yeah, I had already hung out with her a bunch at her place, anyways. I'm not saying it's the same thing because it's not. But and so we moved.
It sounds like you guys knew each other a long time anyway before you got married too. So
we spent a lot of time together in the work setting. Like, we were partners together at work. They always grouped us together. And so what do you do when you pass the time? You talk. And we talked about everything. And like, if you ask me questions, I'm like an open book. I will tell you.
No, she won't. She'll tell you. She won't tell me.
Not you anymore, because you're the most judgmental person. No, I'm kidding. So we just talked a lot, and we found out that we liked a lot of the same things. Like, we truly liked a lot of the same things, and we're similar, our humor, and just like, yeah.
Well, I give you guys 5 stars for having an awesome marriage right now for marriage counseling session.
The goal is
to if only Fanboy gives you more compliments, then it could be 5.5 stars.
Madam, it was a blast hanging out. Thanks for
Always,
hanging out.
always.
Appreciate it. We're gonna go buy Whataburger or make breakfast. I don't know. Thanks for everybody for hanging out.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to win.
Ian's brother just got married, and the two families didn't say a word to each other. Felt like an wow, you and me.
Oh,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's horrible.
You guys are a great couple, and keep up the good work. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Wellborn, for hanging out. I'm sorry. But good luck to the Oilers. Hopefully they close out the series. I really thought they were going to be down 3-1. Thank you.
Hey, Big B. Big B. Big B,
Doing
stop
well.
by. Hey, what's up, Big B?
Dave, you're still here, man, alive. Everybody stuck around through the marriage. So I thought that's what it was going to. We weren't showing.
We thought the marriage talk would tank everybody out of here.
Oh, man. What? Now I'm kind of embarrassed that we told our life story. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks,
you
man.
told the life story. I just chime in here and there.
You guys still are respectable to me, so you didn't do anything bad.
All right, we're gonna go start our weekend and have a great one, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, madam. Thanks for hanging out, Pat. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.